outside, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud and rocking, that iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Dodson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
What's up, chat?
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
Oh, that's nasty.
At the 20. All the way. Touchdown balls.
That is how you make a quarterback look good.
Let me know what you think about that move, chat.
He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Nasty.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's McAllister. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Running inside, it's Clark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's Sellers to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Just feeds the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was.
There you go, Carter.
Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good
return
on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now, nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Bishop. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short. They'll run it on the counter. Finding some room. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
It's a seam wide open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Sellers on the play action. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Shakes him in.
I can't believe that.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like, showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do a 1st and goal. And the defense.
He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Might be changing the route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Matthews. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open.
Could be an alley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to him again. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Bishop. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throwing, Sellers. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Snagged in the middle, it's Harbor. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your
Nasty with
offense is
the
scoring,
defense.
good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their
Don't
scouting
quit on me,
report,
buddy.
making big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for room, it's Fuller. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down, 10 yards to go. Play fake, Sellers. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Fuller. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the goal line. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looks so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs...
The stiff arm gets him loose. Got a little grass. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Nasty with it.
The Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense dropping into soft coverage. Sellers. That's caught. It's Tuggle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They go play action with Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there.
One for one on onside kicks in this game, chat. Didn't even mean to do it. Even better. Give me a game. Get a game going. Shouldn't take this long. Finally got us a game.
On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Davis.
Flag.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Bishop. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They give it to him again, and they'll knock him down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about, I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Man, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Shotgun snap on third down. Fires to the big fella. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And I like easy, not complicated, quick little out routes for my tight end that I know I can get a positive gain, keep me ahead of the sticks, and put me in a good situation.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They've got some room entered to the goal line. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll run it on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to pass their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown ball!
How
Good
impressive
drive
has this
there,
offense
boys.
been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. And after the tackle, we
Can't
are
run
headed to the
backwards,
end of the
man.
first quarter.
Gotta hit that hole and hit it.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it as we get a look at the numbers so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Taylor wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man, getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing it third and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
Finds a man on the left. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Bothwell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped
No,
it.
sir.
He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the
Tell
way
him,
in.
chap, never
They
going to work.
spun that wheel of fortune
Bad
on
decision.
fourth
Punt the
down
football.
and come up bankrupt.
Mr.
Tennessee
Raptor
ready
Drew.
to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They
I
had
have to
problems
kick
stopping
him the
everything that
football
last
at
drive.
half.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Might have a chance. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Good play right there,
boys.
boys.
Another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The option look. Now the pitch.
Supposed to go forward, buddy.
And reverse the defense all over.
Turned a
that pitch
4-yard
on the
loss
option.
into a 17-yard loss.
And a lot of
That's
times
crazy.
the fit up front, you know, linebackers
That's
are fitting
split.
holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field?
Goes high to pull it in. And he gets it up to the 36.
Nice little
It'll be
play
a
to
first
get it
down.
back.
The Bulldogs right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Taylor wants to throw. Here comes the heat. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring...
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
No, sir.
Not a chance. Missed it.
Mississippi mud stop. Goodbye, buddy. Good game.
And after the miss, it's still a 4. Glad to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Vols ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Taylor wants to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you.
Snags it and he's open. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's going for it all.
Thank you, buddy.
And the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got some room to run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Quarterback making checks. This is a designed run. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Cover 3 drop, bro.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Looking left. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee.
Don't quit, man.
I'm not quitting. I'm just changing something real quick.
I'll give you time then.
Can't deal with this fuck-ass catching animations anymore. Switching back to the OG. Fuck, okay. Guess I can't do it. Huh, weird. Oh, maybe
I
it's
don't think you can control those end game.
Nope, it's not. Never mind. I was gonna try and change my throw thing, but it's alright. timeout then. I don't know why it's not accuracy, but
The lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Oh, they're after him. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew the coach.
Oh, I'm not quitting. Lying ass.